Hi, folks. How are you? Hopefully, you're having a good day. I want to find me here so I can sprinkle all the love. We sprinkle the love around here. Um, so let me get over here where I need to be to sprinkle all of the love. Um, Whoops. I love how they don't make it easy for us at all to find anything. You would think they would. Oh, up, 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 up. I don't want to hear me. And so, how are y'all doing today? My name is Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art, the Creative Course Collab. I'm a curator for the Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions pack, as well as a proud member in the Crafty Bunch. And so, what is this? If you're new to me, one, I'd like to, if you would subscribe, like, follow, whatever, that would be great. But if you're new to me, this is 20 minutes of painting with me. And so what is it based on? It's based on the rule of 100 hours, which states that if you do something for 18 minutes a day, you'll be 95% better when than anyone in your field. That's the rule. I say if we do something for 20 minutes a day, we'll be 95% better than when we started. And so we have been we started this pumpkin on Monday. However, I have an important question for you all that I want to ask really quick before we begin. Hey, Dee, how are you? So today is 9/11. We give remembrance to 9/11 for those who've lost their lives that day, and since that day many folks have suffered and have lost their lives due to that day. So my question is, do we continue on our pumpkin, or do we do something special to honor today and postpone our pumpkin till tomorrow? You tell me what you want and we will do it. Hey, Dee, I'm glad you're doing great. So let me know. Do we continue on with our pumpkin, or do you want to do something special in honor of today? We will still only paint for 20 minutes. So it'll be something that we can start and finish in 20 minutes, hopefully. All right. If not, we can work on it until we finish it. And then I'm just going to grab this blue piece of paper here and we will get started. Let me grab a couple of paints that I will need in order to do this. I was just happened to think, I was like, I should have asked yesterday, but my brain wasn't braining not to that I had forgotten, but that to like yesterday, that tomorrow is 9/11. My brain wasn't braining. So, I have that issue every now and then where the brain don't brain. And so, but I thought about it this morning. I'm like, oh, I didn't ask that. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to hopefully get something that we can get done. And now I've got to think about this. Yeah. Yeah. This is what I want. Or do I want it? Yeah, no, I think this is what I want. Can you tell what we're doing? So that's what I want. Like, anybody see my eraser anywhere? Yes. It's very important that we honor that and we remember, right? That we never forget. Yes, a flag. Yes, it is a flag because I think that is one of the things that was so symbolic throughout the entire time was our flag and the fact that we all came together as Americans and we all came together and we were, you know, we had our flags out. We had just, it was it was a horrible time in our history, but it was also a time where we did come together. It did not matter. It did not matter like the political, it did not matter any of the divisional things that we see so much of today. Like none of that mattered. We were just Americans and we united under this flag. And for that, it was kind of a momentous time. And I think that is part of honoring that. So, all right. And I think, I also think we can get this done in 20 minutes, or at least I hope we can. I'm going to put down a little bit of blue and a little bit of yellow. I mean, a little bit of brown and a little bit of yellow. Because I want to make some gold. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Good to see you today. I want to get some gold going here. Brown, yellow. Depending on how much yellow, you can get a nice gold. So now it won't be metallic-y like gold, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be metallic-y. I just kind of want it to be golden. I'm going to grab just a little bit of white to add in there just to brighten it a little bit. So we're doing this in honor of it being 9/11. And I got so much paint in my brush. Just know this page is not political. I do not get into that. But I am all about being an American and honoring 9/11, honoring the men and women who fight for this country, who were first responders that day, who, have been impacted on any level. And so that's what we're doing today. Oh, me. You're going to hear my dogs barking because my neighbor's dog is barking and he's outside, obviously, and barking at something. I don't know what, but he barks. My boy thinks there's obviously something to bark at. He doesn't know what it is, but he barks along with them. So I don't know if you can hear it or not. I'm sure you probably can. Okay. Get the flag on there, get the blue on there. because this is something that we should not forget. And then we'll get the stripes on, right? Now, I know there's, you know, like so many stripes of red, so many stripes of white. I'm not going to try to mimic that because I know I'm not going to get all the stars in here either. This is just a representation of our flag, and so everything isn't going to be exact, right? Because I don't know if I have enough space. I might have enough space, and so it's what, 7 red and 6 white, right? Or is it 6 red and 7 white? I don't know. I always get that confused. I know there's 13 total stripes. And so I got a little bit into my blue right there. I'm not going to worry too much because I'm going to let it be a distressing, right? It's like I know these facts, and then when I'm live, all of a sudden my brain just wants to be like, you know, I doubt we can get 50 stars in here and we can get the stripes on. I don't know. I don't know. We can try, but since I'm freehanding this, it's probably not going to work out. So 7 red. Yeah, that's what I was thinking was 7 red. And then there's 6 white. Okay, so there's 1. And then we're going to have a stripe of white. We might have enough room. We're gonna try. And if we fall short, we fall short. Hopefully we won't. There's gonna be a stripe of white. And then this stripe of red here. We're gonna give it our best shot, guys. Oh, I forgot to turn our timer on. Well, I really don't have, I'm gonna do, let's see, we're gonna do 15 minutes because I've already probably been going for 5. No, I've probably already been going for 10. So, sitting here running my mouth. 3, and now I need 4. I don't know. It's gonna be close. I'm gonna have to make them a little thinner or something. 4. 5. This is number 6. And this is number 7. So we just made our flag a little bit bigger. That's okay. Our flag can be bigger, right? Our flag can be anything we want our flag to be. And so there we go. Now this is pretty dry up here. While these are still wet a little bit, I'm going to touch a little bit into that blue, and I'm just going to get a little bit of blue on my brush. And I'm just going to de-stress our flag just a little bit, right? So like maybe where it's bending and curving, there's a shadow. This I'm just making up, guys. Just make it up. Right? And so we're just giving it a little depth. That's all we're doing. And we're just letting that blue work for us, on mixing with that red a little bit, just darkening in it. So it creates this like little distressing, a little, giving it a little curvature. Where it would be darker. We're just letting that work for us, right? We're actually going to use a little bit of this red with a little bit of that blue to do the same thing up in here, right? Let it darken that just a wee little bit. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Look at the difference that made with their flag, guys. Go big or go home. That's right. You can just change it how you want it to change. It doesn't matter. And it's okay. I mean, it's going to be okay. I'm going to grab a little bit of white. You know we're going to get pink. Go with it. Don't fight it. And again, where we kind of want this flag sticking out, right? Because it's blowing in the wind. We're going to just give it a little bit of a highlight. We're just going to scratch a little bit of that lightness in. Light pulls forward, dark pushes back. So we're going to automatically get some movement in our flag just by scratching in this little lighter red color, which is going to be a pink. And when I say scratching in, my brush is pretty dry at this point. I don't have a whole lot of paint hanging out in it. So I'm just kind of like scrubbing it. But now you can kind of see that motion happening right there that we're getting. Where I want it to be a little bit brighter, I'm just going to come back over with a little more of that white. You know, the sun may be hitting that area of the flag a little bit more. I'm just kind of waiting for this to dry a little bit. We're going to do the same thing with that blue. I'm just going to get a little lighter version. And we're going to just come in and give it a little highlight in places just to, again, show that movement. Of our flag. Okay. Gonna get the white in. If a little bit of that red mixes in, that's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right with that. Because it is kind of, it could still be wet in spots. One thing about painting on the paper, it does dry a whole lot faster than it does in like on canvas or on other surfaces. And so there is a whole lot where it will dry a lot faster. So you won't have to wait too long. I probably didn't quite wait long enough because I am getting a little bit of that red in. Certain spots are like a little pinker, but again, this flag has seen a lot, right? And so I'm okay with it having a little bit. And again, we're going to come in with a little darker anyway and shadow our areas that we want shadowed. And so, guys, if you're around today in the Crafty Bunch, there's going to be an event starting at 12 noon, 1 Eastern time. That is junk journaling. I wanted to participate so bad, but I don't have any time available to participate because I have a paint party this evening and I have work and I wanted to be with you all. And so I just had no time. So, all right, let's just kind of give a little shadow where we want a little shadow. I'm using just a little bit of brown for this. I could have used that blue. That blue would have been fine too, but you know, blue with white just gets lighter blue. So I kind of wanted to create a shadow. So I'm doing that with this brown. And so, because where we've got this bending down, I wanted to come in and you know, kind of accent that a little bit. We got a little bit of a bend here. Again, darkness pushes back, light pulls forward. So we want to, what we're pushing back, we want to darken. But what do you think? I'm thinking it's looking great. I'm pretty happy with our flag. Now I'm going to grab my small brush and I'm not going to try to make 50 stars, okay? Because I don't think I have enough room and I could grow it a little bit, but we're gonna just do some like kind of like little indications. I don't want like polka dots. So I want to make sure I stay away from like a polka dot look. But we're just gonna kind of do the offset, right? And the rows to kind of indicate. How many am I getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. Well, there's 8. So we did get 50 stars on there. Oh, thank you, Dee. Thank you so much for those stars. So we did get 50 stars on there because we've got 6 rows of 7 and then 1 row of 8. So that's gonna be 50 stars. So guys, we did it. We did it. I wasn't sure we were gonna be able to do that, but we did it. And I'm just gonna kind of just add a little bit of brightness using that white. Again, in areas where I want it to be a little bit brighter, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Just gonna add a little bit to our pole. I'm gonna come in with a little darker and add a little darker to our pole also. Get a little water for flow. Oh, thank you. But this is in honor of 9/11. Today being 9/11, and we never want to forget the men, the women, the lives, the families affected, impacted by that day, and many days since that day, right? And so, do we put words on this? Or do we leave it just like that? I kind of want to put like maybe some words here. What do y'all think? I kind of don't want anything on my flag because I really love my flag. And so, but we could put like never forget right here. What do you think? Red strip number 6 being skinny just adds to the wave. Yes, yes. And if you do your stripes not so perfect, it just gives more motion to the flag, right? And so you don't want like, unless you just want a like flat flag, do you want your lines to be exactly the same size? And so you can decide on how you want to do it, but mine is waving, right? And so I'm thinking words, and then we'll end this because I don't want to go over too much. And so I think we say never forget. What do you think? I think there's room to have never forget there. And so I always write down what I'm going to write on my paper because I'm so focused on each individual word that I will miss a letter or individual letter that I will miss it and misspell the word is what I'm trying to say. And so, um, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Need it to be a little bigger. That's a little too small for me. I mean, it's like this right height, but I want it to, if I'm going to do that, I need to center it a little bit better. Sorry if I'm not talking. I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm trying to write here. And trying to keep it relatively like the same size. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be okay. And so we're going to make it better, I think. I'm hoping. I'm hoping we're going to make that better. We'll see. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Is this the one that wants to split on me, or is this the one? One of these always wants to split on me, and so I have to fight it. Somebody is cutting down a tree or something. There's always something happening here that has to make noise. Make the dogs bark. I think Kai has finally given up and been like, oh well, there's really nothing to bark at. So there's Never in there. I'm kind of mimicking the waves of the flag, you know? Use a little water with your paint when you're doing this. So never forget. Hey, Brenda, good to see you. How are you? I have missed you, girlfriend. I have missed you. And so we're almost done. I have gone over my 20 minutes, but I wanted to take a minute just to honor. I'm going to use a little bit of black and just going to kind of give. I'm not really outlining per se. I'm just kind of giving a little bit of extra support to my piece. You can see the lines are broken. It's just adding a little depth to the piece. I won't necessarily call it whimsical, but you can see that I'm actually not like trying to like really outline either. I'm good. Pressure washing today. Girlfriend, you obviously are getting along really well. I'm so happy for you. But there's our American flag in honor of 9/11. May we never forget. And I hope y'all loved it. I'm gonna hop off here because I'm already hitting way over. I'm throwing my stuff everywhere, way over. But I hope y'all love that. And I hope you'll do one. It super simple. Do not worry about your lines being even. Make them curvy on purpose, and then you don't have to worry about getting them exactly even. If you're doing it and you run out of lines from your drawing, just extend it like I did. Anyway, I hope you, oh, thank you, Brenda. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and take a moment to just honor those that we lost on 9/11 and whose lives have been impacted since that day. Um, and y'all have a great rest of your day. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be live tomorrow. I know some Thursdays is iffy for me, but tomorrow I will be live, and so I will see you all at 12 tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you for 20 minutes of painting with me. Bye.